and welcome to I forgot to take out get rid of the question mark. But welcome to game day here in Berea. We are here for some Smash Ultimate. It is going to be BW in their first NACE game taking on Manchester University. I believe that this is their B or C team. They are 0-1 on the season compared to BW, which we haven't played a game yet, so 0-0. We have the better record. But yeah, I am LT Barone, joined today by Bumps. Bumps, how you doing?
Hey, I'm doing pretty good. I'm Bumps. I play Falco. I know about that bird.
Yep. He knows a lot about that bird and that Toon Link that we've seen in the past like month-ish of the season.
hmm
And as it looks like we are starting off um with the game, and right now it is going to be Nugget on the Byleth versus Manchester's Roy, which I don't really know their name yet. This is a double blind.
Yeah, yeah.
How do you think that this matchup is supposed to go as they're testing out the lag right now, it looks like?
Honestly, I don't know if this is a lag test. This seems it seems like they're fully in it. They might just be swinging for swinging. But normally I feel like this is a pretty even matchup, probably Roy favored, just for the sake of this is a character that is going to want to go in, press a lot of buttons, and Violet's only real get off me tool is like that nair.
What a get off me tool that nair is.
What a get off me tool. But yeah, other than that, I don't know if Violet really has that much going for them as far as how to play against Roy. I really do like Nugget's use of neutral B though. That arrow.
That back air
yeah.
into arrow. Say it and it comes into floration with that one.
Yeah. Nugget is so good about getting some snipes with that neutral B, which I feel like I don't see a lot of Violets do. Like, she plays this character as like a pseudo zoner, where other players kind of play for safe aerials, play for some nice spacing traps. But
I mean, hey, they're not like her.
Not like her.
But yeah, right now, 57% versus 77, almost overlapping. One more, overlapping a percent, going for the combo. The Roy panicking with the up B, but not taking it. And right now, Nugget's playing really hot.
Yeah, I really like the awareness of pressing side B after up B as Roy bounces off the side platform, just to kind of get that confirm a little bit easier. Still did miss, but I love the awareness.
Yeah, and that move, Nair also being ever so safe. The Roy tried to punish it out of shield, and the one that was in frame advantage was actually Nugget. Going for another arrow shot, doesn't connect with that one, but this Roy just really can't get out of the corner as consistently as he would probably want to, as he now gets out of the corner.
And this is exactly why I think this matchup can be even, because yes, on paper Roy goes in, presses buttons. Violet has a hard time getting past that crazy offense that Roy has, but Nugget is really playing super solid at a distance, playing really passive off stage, waiting for that fair to come out, then recovering super safe. I love to see it.
Yeah, the original distance demon, before it was ever Min was, well, at least according to I was going to say King of Fighters, the Little Mac stage was Byleth. That F-tilt not taking it after falling out of Roy's side B. Ooh, that was scary.
That's scary.
Above lot of rolls. We have the whole
100%, that forward smash is going to be so scary on neutral get-ups for Roy.
Yep. And once again, like both players right now kind of playing defensively once they don't get a hit. But once they do get a hit, it's a lot of holding in. It's a lot of trying to press advantage. And right now, Nugget is just doing the better job of pressing that advantage.
This is super interesting because you see Nugget getting to ledge, but also being able to get off a little bit for free. That Roy is kind of giving up a lot of space. I like that side B, just a little out of range. But yeah, this Roy is playing kind of playing Nugget's game here, where he's given her the distance that she needs to really get her game plan to work.
Yeah, and like, this is going to sound weird, but I kind of do the same thing with the Samus matchup as Ike, of just like, you know what, I'm just going to stay back as that back air takes it. Yeah. I'm like, I'm just going to stay back, I'm going to take a breather, figure out what the heck they're doing before I try to go in.
Yeah.
And this Roy, it took him 2 stocks to try to figure something out. He took 1 stock from Nugget, but now he has to try to take 2 more.
Ooh, Side B at a disadvantage. I don't know how much I like that, but hey, it's working, so I can't.
He's swinging.
I'm back here.
Yeah, you only play on Saturdays. And right now it is a lot more a lot more neutral.
We swinging,
which
baby.
Includes a whole lot of swinging. They're swinging like the Detroit Tigers right now. Nothing really connecting, but that up B connecting, not taking the stock yet. The up tilt, not much there. But once again, one thing though, while this Roy has been swinging a lot, Nugget has been doing really well defensively of just staying out of range, and the Roy not doing a great job staying away from those arrows. Those things are bad for your health.
No hesitation.
Yeah, I very much like to see that. The same neutral Bs that we were just talking about at the beginning of the game, Nuggets using to really close out. So yeah, what are we looking at for Manchester's lineup here? What exactly is our team expecting?
I personally have no idea.
Real.
Yeah, Manchester has just been a deep team for years. I remember playing them last semester. Their B team had, I mostly remember a Terry, and I believe maybe a Palu.
I think I remember that Terry too.
Yeah. Mostly because the Terry and I stayed after our game because it was really bad lag. Hopefully it's not bad lag this time.
Yeah.
But like it was really bad lag and we just stayed after and we just played a couple more anyways. But yeah, maybe a Terry. Other than that, it's Manchester. Anything could be up in the air. What I do know is that Manchester is a really good enough team to have 3 teams. So this could be either their B or their C team. I don't remember off the top of my head, but either way, they're on the team for a reason.
Yeah, either way, you're looking at a lineup that has a significant amount of players, and I feel like players or teams that have a larger amount of players generally have higher experience. They have more matchups that they're used to running. So generally, this might be a more practiced team than we're expecting. Although, I mean, we do know that they're up 1 game in this.
Yeah, scoreboard.
Yeah, scoreboard wise, but I'm sure we can pull it out because we've got who are we running today? We've got a Diddy in the back.
We have a dark pit, or a regular pit, and we also have I was going to say Super Mario, but yeah.
We got a Super Mario.
Yeah, we got a Super Mario in the back. You may have an army, but we have a Mario. And Nugget going with the original skin of Violet, looking like there's a new opponent, and wow, this one kind of familiar to Nugget, as she used to play Cloud for a bit as a secondary, and also yours truly. But other than that, not a lot of Cloud gameplay. Well, also other than our coach, maybe
Yeah.
too much Cloud gameplay.
I feel like we've got quite a bit of Cloud understanding.
Yep, and that's one of the things that you understand from Cloud. I feel like you gotta like learn how a Cloud player specifically is going to play.
Yeah, Cloud is super tough in this. Oh. So Cloud is hard in this format because it's like a Cloud. It really is. Oh no.
Yeah, Cloud really is a character that is just good.
You can do anything with him.
Yes.
Like depending on the player is how to play against Cloud, in my opinion.
That was a good chase with the back air,
yeah,
but misses the jab follow-up.
I like the back air. Yeah, but
Good nair dash attack right there. Go ahead.
No. This character is a little tough in this format because you really don't have as much time as a normal like best 2 out of 3 or best 3 out of 5 set to really understand how a player plays.
I think I could spoil one thing. He's going to hit buttons.
He's gonna hit that B button.
He's going to hit A and
He
wow.
did hit that B button. How about that?
Who had known? But right now, Nugget doing really well surviving right now.
Yeah.
As his Cloud gets another limit charge, misses the blade beam, but gets hit. Yep. But 102 already on this stock should be able to.
Okay.
I'm gonna test that.
Yeah, we're knocking it, but hey, if it's working,
if it works,
it's
it
working.
works.
Ooh, okay, nice back
Nice
air.
back air, not sponsored. And man, these just run up smashes. look, this is coming from, I secondary Cloud. I love that move. Man, he's swinging. And like, it's just kind of working, not allowing Nugget to breathe, which was kind of like what the Roy was supposed to do. But now I feel like the Cloud player was like, you know what, I know how this is supposed to go, let me try it.
Yeah, yeah.
Good avoidance right there of the blade beam and calling out that down air.
Nice.
When up B.
I love to see it. I love to see when players know what moves beat out Cloud down air.
Yeah, specifically Cloud down air.
Because so many people try and punish that move without knowledge of what in their toolkits will actually beat it. But with that limit blade beam, that's gonna take it.
Yeah, and right now, it is 9-8, but that is a lead for BW. Nugget taking 4 stocks, really good start right at the beginning for BW. And
I think this sets up their next player very, very well. Because we just saw quite a bit of this Cloud, and whoever goes in next, I think, is gonna have a pretty good understanding of how to punish this.
Yeah, and I think the big thing is, or if I were to send someone out right now, I would send out Super Mario. The last couple times he's played against a Cloud, it's been good results. He's played against my Cloud and really he's been working on it because he hates losing. He's really worked on the matchup and it did well against me. He also, for tryouts, beat somebody that's on the varsity team. I won't name drop for people's pride.
We won't name names.
But
that's a pretty good Cloud win.
Yeah, it was a really good play. It's a player that you will see very consistently on Saturdays.
Yes.
And yeah, Matt beat him because he decided to play Cloud instead of his main. So Super Mario has a lot of great experience. He has a good game plan for fighting against Cloud. So hopefully he will go in. Other than that, trying to not spoil what I already know. What do you think?
Yeah, I honestly was thinking the Space Hippie would be a pretty good pick for this. I think that's a player who is really good at picking apart habits.
This song's a banger, by the way.
Real. But I think there were a lot of habits that I can just see him now standing behind Nugget going, what is going on?
Yeah. I wonder what he's going to do.
Where's the uppie? Oh,
there it is.
No. Yeah, this Cloud is going to be quite a bit of an issue though for our team, I think. But I think whoever we send in next is a pretty good shot. It seems like we are readied up, and we've got Lancelot, the pit player. So let's see how this goes.
Yeah, so us going 0 for 1 on calling out who we should send, but it is a good choice. If I've watched a set of Zachary versus Fargo, which I have, this matchup could go either way. Both of these characters have really good buttons, just like that one, and I especially like the pit specific pick. Say that 5 times fast. Because it's more consistent of controlling where arrows are, and I just feel that Lancelot is more comfortable with pit than dark pit. I just don't know why. With the down tilt up air just like that, 79.
Yeah, I haven't watched Lancelot play since last semester.
Since the golden days.
He is making quite a few improvements. Ooh, that down air up air.
Yeah,
I love to see a pit down air in combo strings. I think it is such a cool tool, and I'm very glad that Lancelot is using it to its full potential here. A little iffy on the side B, but punishing with a dash attack. This Cloud is
he's fighting his way out of disadvantage.
Living on a thread.
But gets hit by that side B and takes a stock. Lancelot doing really well right now, and still relatively healthy as long as he avoids this up smash that comes in 3-2-1.
You gotta stop.
My bad.
This is commentator's curse, unlike anything I've ever seen. The countdown, holy smokes. All right, pretty even here. Pit is also another character like Cloud who has a lot of skill expression. It's really up to how the player wants to play, that really makes this character work. Like, you can play as passive or as aggro as you want, and it looks like, oh,
Why did that not connect?
I don't know, actually. That's
That
very
did.
good call out with the down air, or the down B.
That back air too. I don't think there's a jump.
That's a dead cloud.
Ooh,
I'm a
nice
little-
one.
Yeah, yeah. I'm a little concerned about that, going out, to edge guard the cloud that doesn't have a jump, because if he was to press the B button there, that might be another stock down for BW. However, that's not the case, so we're in it.
However, we look at the positives, and one thing about the positives, Lance was killing it.
Lance is killing it, yeah.
Yeah, just-
Significantly better than I've seen them play, but also I haven't seen them play in a minute, so this is very, very cool to see that we've got players who are so into improving at the game. Like, it's really, really nice to see.
Yeah, it's just really great, and on top of that, just one thing that I want to focus on the improvement was just the constant disadvantage that the cloud was in. Like, Lance was like, "Oh, you're gonna hit a button? That would be a shame if I took a step back, watched you hit the button, down tilt, and up aired you again." Yeah, and just like even the awareness of like, okay, Cloud has limit, and he's staring at me really closely. I'm going to hold Orbitars,
Right.
and it's either going to break Orbitars with side B, but I take less damage, or you're going to blade beam, and then I say no you. And we saw both scenarios play out, but one of them obviously favored Lance, which then set up that edge guard situation to take that stock pretty early.
Yeah, very impressive showing. So after this, Manchester's got 2 stocks to take off of this pit, which this is a little weird. Pit is a very like middle of the road character that I feel doesn't have an extremely large amount of straight up counters. Like, the whole idea in making a lineup, at least the strategy that we try and look at, is how valuable is this character, not only in what they can do short term, but long term as far as who goes in next. So this is very interesting to see play out, to see who Manchester sends in against Pitt specifically.
Yeah, especially as Pitt being essentially Pitt's an all-arounder, kind of like you said. Like, Pitt and Cloud are the characters that, like, if you want to play short range, they got buttons.
Yeah.
If you want to play far range, they will camp you almost as much as a Sonic.
Yeah.
But like, they could do both. They could mix. They could do a lot of damage either way. Like, really, that skill expression right there. And what do you do with a character like when you're fighting against a character like that? Like, you could try to learn the player, or you're going to have to be like, okay, I know one of Pitt's main weaknesses is quote-unquote recovery, especially when Pitt up Bs. That's the biggest weakness.
Not having
And do they have an answer.
They've got an answer. All right, we're cutting over to a Pyramithra. Starting on Pyra, very interesting. Normally we see a lot of players begin with Mithra just to get those really quick combo tools, build up percent, and then end stocks with Pyra. But let's see how this starts out for Manchester.
Yeah, no, it looks like they want that down air on Kalos, and they want it ASAP. Because especially, like, yes, you can you can tech it more, okay.
This Pyra has
Yep.
moved 3 steps. Oh,
4. But yeah, looks like the general strategy has been revealed for the Pyra. It's just going to be how is Lance going to counter, and just like that. Contrary to what Jake or our esports director yesterday said, Smash players can count. They can count enough to move out of the flaming sword again. As then there's
he actually
another.
said we can't count.
He said that we can't count past 3 on the Valorant stream.
Oh, that's crazy. All right, well.
I wonder what he's going to do. There's an air dodge. There's
Hey.
defensive buttons now. Okay, but jokes aside, just usually Pyramithra
Okay.
versus Pit. It's usually Mithra pressing a lot of buttons, and Pit just trying to press those buttons back, at least until they switch to Pyra, which
Yeah.
Pyra kills early, and Pit doesn't survive very long, but does edge guard.
But on Kalos, this might have been a misplay on the Manchester's smart. They're not going to be killing Pit as early as we see. It's 76%. Down air up smash isn't going to kill. There's the Mithra. This certainly isn't going to kill. But let's see how
That move would kill.
yeah, how Lance plays around these specials. 'Cause
Yep.
I know this is a big thing that a lot of newer players kind of struggle with. If you're online against somebody in like Elite Smash or Quick Play, and it's a lot of the same moves. Very
Good call out.
I love to see it. The roll read and on punishing with the F smash.
Even if it was a misinput, we're counting it, Lance.
Yeah,
I know
yeah,
you'll
yeah.
be watching this back. You better
Very
be
good
watching this
playing
back.
around this. Oh my lord.
Yeah, it's very good of just like, now they're doing the cha-cha slide.
Yeah.
Slide to the right. Oh, dang it, it was throw to the right.
Show me that crisscross.
But yeah, either way, just like, people can be over/underwhelmed against like just specials. Especially online, of just like, okay, I'm guessing, I could probably guess what they're going to do, but then you remember this character was 599 and you accidentally get hit by one and you die.
Exactly. Like that was the day one banjo.
Oh my gosh, the day one banjo.
Everybody on Elite Smash. I know when banjo came out, I was like, I'm gonna farm some GSP.
But yeah, right in, see, kind of like that.
Yeah.
Not killing just yet, but most all of them, except for that one at this point. Well,
Lance is
no,
doing
it's,
really well playing around these. Like there's always a hitbox out, but
yeah, they're, this is like, this is Enter the Gungeon, but Smash Edition.
I was about to say this is a bullet hell,
Yeah,
and Lance is winning.
yeah, Lance has played another game other than Smash, even though the arrow went the wrong way, but that's okay. 162 though, Lance does have to be careful.
Yeah.
I will not speak anymore.
Catching the DI there. Ooh.
Tried going for it again, that doesn't kill, but that's no more jump on the Pyra, but never mind, lands right in front of Lance. And, you know, that is a good tactic for, well, not that one's, end of game, moving on. What I was trying to say, one of the side Bs was a really good tactic of, like, the Pyra threw out the side B and then rolled into the hitbox, because Pyra can't attack while the sword is spinning, and it's like, what are you going to do, head towards this flaming hitbox? And then now Pyra's closer to the sword, which makes her, which makes it quicker for her to grab it. But right now is a BW 7-3 lead. Unfortunately, in the varsity side, we've seen comebacks from other teams against BW in this scenario, but
Space Miner.
but we won that one.
Yeah.
But other than that,
as far as the game that we just saw, I would have loved to see a little more
A buttons.
No, I would have loved to see a little more punishing some of Pyra's laggy moves. Like we would see an up B or a side B that Pyra isn't really actionable. She can't really do anything after those moves, but I totally respect Lancelot's decision making and playing around that stuff, because he knew that another move was coming out right after. So
Yep.
yeah, like whittling that Pyra Mithra down was definitely the safest play there. I'd love to see some more with punishing in the future though from our team if that Pyra Mithra was to come out again.
Yeah.
Otherwise, very very nice lead.
To kind of jump on top of that, just like, because there was Lance was whiff punishing, but the whiff punish would be like F tilt instead of like smash attack, which is probably about the same speed frame data wise, and hits just that much harder.
Right.
Oh, and look at that.
Going back
Lance
to
is
the
going
game.
to play against a Byleth.
Yeah.
If you guys don't know, if Lancelot has played against one person the most, it's Nugget. And we saw how well Nugget did before, and we also know that Nugget plays Byleth. So now, a lot of experience that Lance is going to have in this matchup, and even though he's going to be on one stock, he has plenty of time to make it work, and just see what he can do against this other Byleth.
Yeah, this Byleth seems to have a pretty good understanding how to make aerials safe already, what to go for. Yeah, like that nair, the forward air before wasn't quite safe. Really fainting out Lancelot with just pulling out arrow and then doing nothing about it. Understanding the tech chase on the platform, this is a pretty good understanding of how to play Byleth.
Yeah, and not only that, just like it's also the idea of like Lance was just playing against two people that had the same general game plan of button, 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 and then the next person is like, I'm gonna wait for you to miss.
Yeah.
And like definitely, no shade to the other players, but definitely have like a better general understanding of like, especially with punishing and like playing patient, and maybe just caught Lance off guard because now it looks like Lance is in the groove right now, and as that F tilt takes it, what an arrow
Very
to
nice.
take the stock.
Now this is why Lance is playing Pit. Dark Pit there does not have that option against Byleth here, and using that to its full potential there, I love to see it.
Yeah, now 39 just like that, and still try. And Lance also like adapting halfway through, like, okay, I will. I
like the idea.
Yeah, I will not get hit by the big aerials because I know that most of them will kill at this point. Low shield though on the
love
Byleth.
it. I love it. Going for the shield poke there. Down air doesn't quite shield poke as consistently as something as Nair, but Lance ended up finding it. Calling out the jump.
Lance is heating up right now.
Yeah, that's a Pit player with momentum's a little scary, but closing it out just like that.
Yeah, it reminds me of another player with wings. That guy right there.
Ah, that guy.
But yeah, but the score being 6-2 right now for favoring your VW Yellow Jackets. Yeah, and it's against a very familiar opponent. A good amount of this team, because of Nugget, has Byleth experience. And yeah, I would say I know most of these matchups, Super Mario is going to say on paper they're not going to do well, but
however,
I think it's I don't want to say enough of a player diff, but for lack of better term, it's enough of a player diff for Matt to do well in any of these matchups, and I just want to see him at least like attempt against this Byleth. I think he could do a really good job, and if it doesn't work, there's Space Hippie in the back, and Space Hippie could clean up one stock or two stocks. I fully believe that.
Yeah, I do think Super Mario is a bit of a wild card in any lineup that he's a part of, because he can really do anything, or like his advantage state is not extremely common. It's not the most optimal thing in the world, but honestly, that's a part of his playstyle. He's saying, oh, you're gonna expect me to take you off the top and do like 70% off of one combo, but like, I'm just gonna throw out fair.
Yeah,
I'm gonna that one.
I'm gonna do 40, and you're gonna air dodge. Then you restart.
And then we're on the character select, and you're, what just happened? But yeah, no, Super Mario is definitely a good pick for this situation. We are coming to see.
Yep, as it confirmed, it is Super Mario going up against. They left a Battlefield open.
So if you don't know, Battlefield with the 3 platforms is generally Mario's best stage, because he does have those combos that he can just carry you right off the top. You lose your stock just like that off of a single throw at like 20. And also, if you get to like higher level combo trees, you still have things like up air, forward air, that aren't affected by those platforms. Like a lot of characters have combo games that are super dependent on where the platforms are. Like you see that with like Kazuya, Falco. Like it all depends on where a platform is. But Mario isn't really affected. He really gets the best of both worlds on this stage. So let's see how Super Mario kind of puts this to work.
Yeah, and once again, this Byleth is going to have to take her own stock for the first one, but other than that, they are going to be able to play it normally. Quick little back air for a
Yeah,
button check.
little
Yeah, just testing my RARs. And now, just allowing him to charge flood. Respect.
Crazy.
Immediate grab, down air. Doesn't go for the up air chase. Kinda
That's what I'm
surprised.
saying. Like, everybody's expecting that up air, but when you don't see it come out, there's a little bit of uncertainty, and that mental stack really does start to add up if you're playing against Super Mario in a situation like this.
Yeah, because then it's the mind game of like, okay, he probably doesn't know it, and then he does something. Well, he also does that, but then he does something of like, okay, you're underneath the platform, let me up air you 5 times, and now it's your problem. And now that is 60%, the same combos that we see from Nugget. Matt going for all the damage but
He said,
missing it.
I don't care if you are there or not, I'm letting this up be rip.
Yep, and he is able to recover, gets hit by Nair though, has to go around this ledge trapping scenario, which he is able to do. The second up air doesn't hit, but the up tilt and up air trade, down air won't kill yet, but a lot of good damage already. Up air, not the second one.
Just backing off, saying you can get back up from ledge, it's all good. A similar move to what the Manchester's Roy was doing earlier, just giving a lot of space on the ledge. Don't know if I quite agree because of how much of a brawler type Mario is. I'm much more like this situation where you're really pressuring every option. Very good on the F smash.
Yep, avoiding the grab, step back F smash.
The Mario classic.
Fading away like number 23, and then getting his stock taken like 24. Why did I say that?
Oh!
What? They heard me! I agree, that was a terrible joke.
Wow.
Well,
Okay.
what happened? I closed my eyes.
Yeah, you blink and it's over. No, the Byleth kind of forcing a ledge situation and then missing the ledge. Very interesting to see from that Byleth, who was generally a really good player. Like,
Yeah,
that might have. I'm interested to hear if there's some lag or something. Because yeah, misplays like that, costing them the game. That's 5-0.
Yeah, also a bit infuriating too, of just like he was playing, or Manchester was playing really well, the Byleth, and they could have just like, oh, we lost the stock, but let me get some momentum and just run it back, but then immediately just falling off like that, that just
tough.
sucks.
Yeah. I would have loved to see how well that last stock did against Super Mario, but
Yeah, and it looks like right now they might be taking a short break, so there's oh, excuse me, they're selecting something, but I think they're going to take a short break, and I believe that we are going to as well. So we will be right back with more Smash Brothers. So stay tuned and don't go anywhere.
Choose your fighter.
And welcome back, actually, this time to BW Smash. It looks like that they're going to jump right into it now. Just got a little bit of water, and as you are able, well, if you play this game too much, like yours truly, you would be able to hear the game and be like, oh, I at least heard a Byleth in a pit. And yeah, those are going to be our two starters. They were just, I don't know if they were testing lag or just seeing which character was going to be sent out. But yeah, it is going to be Lance on the hot hand coming out for BW versus Manchester's Pyramithra. And yeah, for that matchup, I think Lance kind of has it on lockdown. I think this is a solved game.
Yeah, this is a pretty good place to start at for BW. I love lineups that are receptive to how their players are playing. Like if somebody is playing hot, like send them out, let them do their thing. I love to see a receptive team that is capable of putting preconceived things aside and saying, okay, they're popping off right now.
Let them cook.
Let them cook. Let them go.
Let's just give them the pots and pans and see what they do in the kitchen, you know?
Yeah.
Get them the tools, even, of what they need to do.
Yeah, so let's see how many Lancelot has in him, because I would love to see. Let's see the Lancelot sweep.
I would love to see the Lancelot sweep. I would
My
love
bad.
some
I
sleep.
just willed the worst.
I would love some sleep, but I'm hoping for a sweep.
But we not sleeping right now. We in the game. Let's get started, Manchester.
No, sleep, still sweeping. And it looks like they are getting ready to go. This time on PS2, so maybe Callus was the issue. They used an aerial, and never mind. But Lance immediately, no jump on the Pyra, but now able to recover 42 to 27. And seeing that up B come out, not punishing it, but not taking any damage from any damage either.
Yeah, this is the same kind of situations that I was talking about at the end of last game. A few moments of not quite whiff punishing to the fullest potential. Getting clipped by that up B. That is a deceptively large hitbox, so hopefully
Deceptively, it's DLC Ether.
that is true. It's not very deceptive. Yes.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that one almost taking it, and I don't.
This is an even game.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't want to say this, but it's really like the Pyramithra player was like, man, I kind of lost pretty bad. Let me do the exact same game plan, but differently timed, so it's better. And like, not saying that it is better because it's differently timed, but it is working and doing a lot of percent. And that dash attack taking the first stock.
There it is.
And now only 11 more until the Lancelot sweep.
Yeah, this is the beginning of something beautiful.
Yep. Another side B. But other than that, a neutral B and an up B.
Yeah, like a lot of respecting these moves. Like we saw side B and neutral B, and Lancelot just kind of floating overhead, not doing much. Intercepting the up B. I kind of like it. Maybe with up air you can get something off of that. But yeah, getting caught by these up Bs quite a lot. These are moves that I know in the past Lancelot has struggled with familiarizing himself with shielding.
But that up smash taking the stock.
Hey, but really I do think that shield is the answer against this Pyramithra player. If you shield any of these unsafe specials, it kind of gets free if you can punish out a shield. But Lancelot sticking to his guns, saying I can play the way I've been playing. No jump here. No jump here.
That down air connects, and that is going to take it.
Yeah.
Nice job by Lancelot, where it looked a bit dicey in the beginning and lost the stock almost immediately after the first one. But we're here for the second half, not the first half. And the second half of the game, it was an L, but that L was for Lance. And now moving on.
Moving on.
Yeah, I'm like 0 for 5 on these puns right now. But yeah, moving on. BW, they know what they're going against. It is going to be either a Cloud or a Roy or the Byleth. The Byleth, to me, is the biggest issue that's left. Um,
I'd also be interested to see if they have any other players that they have in the back. Manchester, we know this is a pretty big team.
yeah, this is a deep team.
Yeah, and if this is their A or their B or C squad, they might have some more people that are around to get some play time. So
This is when actually they bring their A team, and Grimbo on Piranha Plant just pops up. Manchester hears Chariots of Fire, and he just sweeps. And well, he wouldn't. He wouldn't sweep. It'd make it close, but I don't think he would sweep.
yeah, I think we have strong enough players in the back that I don't think many teams are in the position of sweeping.
Yeah.
When we got players like Lancelot, like Matteo, like Nugget,
Space Hippie, of course.
Space Hippie.
But yeah, and right now, just looking at the stages for which ones, which one they're going to go on. There seems like a lot more discussion. I don't want to say hesitation, but a lot more discussion, a lot more conversation about this one. Which probably means that it's a matchup that Lance hasn't seen very often, which I'm thinking it might be the Roy coming out.
I was about to say the same thing. I'm expecting a Roy here, because Lancelot's playing very floaty, very aerial, and that's something that Roy can kind of take advantage of quite a bit.
Yeah, and just like, even if you were to copy and paste the Pyra Mythra strategy, but instead of up B, he does jump forward air. I mean, not jump forward air, but jump side B. That's going to hurt. And like, especially if you get your jump called out, Roy is a character that will do a whole lot of damage for that. So Lance having to be careful in the air. Yeah, just having to be careful in the air and just how he lands as well. Try to not push that aggression way too much. But when the Roy's in disadvantage, keep him there. And are we right, or did we spend the last 2 minutes being completely wrong? We will find out in a bit. We were completely wrong.
Completely wrong. Just incorrect. No good way to cut it. We got a Cloud. We've seen this Cloud last game.
We've seen this matchup last game.
Yeah, this was a struggle matchup for this Cloud. So I'm interested to see what differences we got going on here.
We start with a different taunt first. But yeah, immediately calling out that okay. But yeah, immediately, and that's no jump on Cloud. And that down air connects, and that is going to take the stock. What a play by Lance.
Lancelot, let's get that clip account going.
Yeah, let's get that highlight reel going.
Let's get that.
Okay, let's put the sword down, Cloud.
No, some of these players get some pretty good plays, and y'all aren't
You're not
highlighting
hip.
them the way that they should.
Y'all,
Clip of the week, baby.
we've been trying. Okay, as he wants the down B.
Ooh.
But that is going to take the stock. But we've been saying, if you want it on Clip of the Week, put it on the channel. But other than that, just not getting too mad at that. 59% just like that. And down air, patience, up smash. My favorite combo, along with side B1, side B1. But calling out that one, I really thought the armor would beat it out.
Yeah, no, limit blade beam or limit cross slash is a very, very strong move that is going to definitely beat out like the 13 to 15 hit points that it takes to break that armor. Somebody is playing Minecraft right now.
And
that was a very scary play for that Cloud to be making. On Pit, no, because the whole point of that play is to use the side B to take a double jump, and then to use the forward air as somebody is dropping down. But Pit, one of the few characters with several jumps, doesn't really need to worry about that mix-up.
yeah, I think what he wanted to go for, I think he thought he had a jump and wanted to do double jump forward air, not knowing that his jump was taken out. Didn't do the second hit, which probably is one of the main reasons why Lance is still alive. Never mind.
There it is. That's the end of it. Right when that limit comes online.
Yep, he's reached his limit. And now he swings. He like, okay, for actual things instead of just bias, because I hate biased commentators. The Cloud did what he had to do. He showed up. He was like, okay, this pit likes to swing. I will swing in this general direction, which is in front of me and in the air.
Yeah,
If they get hit, it's their fault.
he was making some very, very good decisions as far as anti-air options. And Cloud has a lot of really nice anti-airs, which, I mean, I guess for the same reason that I was saying the Roy would have been a good pick here, to really just swat Lancelot out of the air. I guess the Cloud is also a very, very good pick for that. So good on them for finding that out and saving their Roy, because Roy is going to be pretty helpful, I think, for their next matchup coming up. It looks like we're sending in Goomba, who is our resident Sonic Link player.
Yeah.
Very interesting that we have several conversations in our VOD room whenever the varsity team is going up against tough matchups. And I'm like, yo, Benny, is this a Sonic team or a Link team? And most of the time he's like, it's a Sonic team. But interesting that he's picking this to be a Link team.
Yeah, especially just all the sorties in the world. I think Goomba is just good enough fundamentally as well. Of just like, okay, he knows this Cloud is going to swing, so he's going to just watch the Cloud swing, and oops, you get hit by up B again, and now you're off stage, you try to recover, oops, there's a down B. But yeah, just like, Link has, like, we played this matchup a lot, Link versus Cloud. He believes it's a -3, but if he's confident in the way that this Cloud has been playing, that he could do it, the rest of this team shouldn't be really hard. I am kind of surprised that they are putting in Goomba, because once again we have Space Hippie in the back line that also could play. Nugget could play as well, and Super Mario. Two of those three players usually only can play on Thursday. So I just wanted to see them get a bit more experience, get them out there and just see what they could do. I also understand wanting to close it out early and go home, so I'm here either way.
Yeah. I don't think I wouldn't say the skill gap between Goomba and Mario, who compete on the varsity team, and all the academy players is that wide, though, to say, oh, they're sending in the varsity player, let's pack it up early. But I definitely do think this is a very, very strong middleman pick to send in through the middle of the lineup. Looks like they're getting started right now. Goomba's Link versus Manchester's Cloud. So let's see how this goes. Very interesting that the Cloud player didn't ban MD. Normally Cloud loves platforms. A lot of really good anti-airing and sharking positions with platforms.
Yeah, and especially against Link. Like, just now you have to deal with Link's projectiles in a straight line.
You also need to worry about Link just landing on you from anywhere with that nair.
Yep.
And Anuba has a very good understanding of how good that tool is. Like, it is an oppressive force and one of the best in Link's toolkit. That where you would look at Link and say projectile zoner, it kind of puts him into a brawler position, or like a sword who has a really quick out of shield option.
Yep. I really don't think he wants these dash attacks. I think he wants dash F tilt, but because like that, generally dash attack is known as a very bad move. It's like Heroes or King DDD's dash attack, but that bomb into up B catch, and that is going to take the stock.
Yo.
Benny got mad. Goomba, apologies, got mad. He was like, oh. He was like, oh, Lance wants to try to get clip of the week. Let me see what I can do.
Let me see what I can do. Let me get a little
Let me get a little silly.
Bomb up B going in here. That is like one of the coolest confirms in that I've seen Goomba pull off. So very props, Benny.
Yeah, and right now it looks like
Our stream is doing a little something funky. So here, let me
yep,
check, and you hold down the fort, bro.
sure got you. I was going to I was going to take us to break, but he said not to. So, one of the things that we know now is that two of Manchester's players are out. In there, it is now three players versus two with a count of 9-6, and it's going to be the Byleth and Roy versus the Link, and then the Link, and then either two of the characters of Super Mario on Mario, Space Hippie on Diddy Kong, and Nugget on Byleth. And all three of them have been playing really hot. Or the ones that have been playing really well. As it looks like the stream is back, or yep, the stream is back up. So yeah, once again, just three versus two essentially, and they really got to figure it out. If you're Manchester, you gotta see, you have to learn not only the Link matchups but how Goomba plays it, and then you have to deal with the two other matchups that was already quote unquote losing, like Super Mario went even, and then Nugget took 4 overall. So two really strong standings already versus a player that's already hot, and now going against the Roy, it looks like that they're sending in.
All right.
As yep, I don't know what happened, but the stream is back up.
We're back.
Yep.
No, yeah, this is why I thought this was an interesting pick for Goomba to be going Link, because honestly, Link's slow-ish frame data. I mean, I know I was just talking a whole lot about Link's Nair, but
Link's slow frame data than
yeah,
there.
the rest of his moves kind of are get outclassed by Roy significantly, and like what we're seeing right now, as he's trying to fade back, throw out projectiles, he's getting punished for it. But that Z-drop bomb is enough to get that recovery.
I was going to say so much for that, because like I said, this bomb against most sorties as an Ike player, but just like especially this lineup of sorties just does so much work for edge guarding. And I think he nared out his side B. Like that was a first, but whoa, the Roy trying to return the favor with that one in a much slower way.
Yeah, I'm afraid Link's recovery is not that bad. He's not going to get gimped by his own bomb that often.
I do like the idea of the counter, but missing, not connecting because Goomba went to ledge, and now throwing the bomb up, really wanting the stage control, a little bit of hacky sack as well. That did not grab.
Yeah, a little bit of a weird hitbox moment, but we play Smash Bros. We're used to it.
Yeah, just like how we're used to that bomb taking another stock.
Yeah, that's another part about this this format that's a little odd. Both these teams are playing each other online, which have a significant enough lag that teching situations like that becomes
so much harder.
Hard. Yeah. So I totally understand when players aren't able to hit techs like that, but very good on Goomba for realizing that and taking
full advantage of it. Yeah. And now no jump, and then catches the up B on town, and that is going to take it.
Yeah. Wow, Goomba is on with his up Bs today.
Yeet smash, yeet smash. He wants it.
Yeah, like that was a clean 3 stock.
Yeah, and it was quick, efficient, bomb, up B at 60.
All he needs. And I love to see it on normal Link as well. Normally you see a lot of bomb conversions from the other Links, just because the execution ceiling is a bit lower. It's much easier for Toon Link bomb fair to work, or I don't know, Young Link's bomb is a little
Young Link anything.
But yeah, anything. Yeah, no, very, very good on Benny, because this Link is a bit of a new discovery for him. He's been playing a lot of Sonic, a lot of Doc. He's been moving around the roster quite a bit.
He's moved around the tier lists a lot.
A lot. Like he went Pyramithra for when our team visited Riptide. He played Ryu during that time as well. He's got a lot of experience on a whole lot of different characters, and I think that's really helping him here.
Yeah, and I think it's just the eternal matchup check, which I really think that'd be a good tagline for Goomba. But as the Byleth comes in, you got to be asking your teammates questions like, hey, what the heck do I do? So if you are the Byleth, what is something that you want to try to call out from Goomba?
I would say I think the Roy mainly had it right. Where early on in that first game that we saw them play each other, Goomba was getting punished a lot for backing up and trying to throw projectiles. I think if you really stay on top of Goomba, there's not too much he's going to be able to do except for Nair, which is punishable by very strong out of shield options like this Byleth Nair that he's probably going to catch a few times.
Yep. And Link not needing to take his own stock because he hasn't lost one yet.
Getting straight in.
Yeah, quick 31. Unfortunately, he did take 1%. It doesn't do the shield.
Yeah.
So that's what he was going for. Link, when he crouches against a good amount of projectiles, he's able, the Hyrulean shield is able to cover it. But now, well, it didn't do it against Arrow. And the Byleth right now at 82 and just stuck in this corner. Tried going for the up B read, the up smash read, which was correct, but just barely missed the timing. Same thing with that down smash.
Going for it raw, not even asking for the jab block.
In the corner, was able to phantom footstool and just straight up with that up smash, and that is going to be now only 2 stocks left on Manchester, and 2 more reasons that BOGO at B-dubs looks that much better.
Yeah, we are celebrating tonight. This is looking pretty nice for BW here.
Yep, the shield, good shield to block that F smash, which unfortunately probably would have killed. Byleth is a really strong character, and it looks like that would have sweet spot as well. And electing to not go out, and that down smash missed. Kind of going off the whiff punishing thing you were talking about, Lance, but for the other team. That back air.
I think that was a shield poke too.
Yep.
I think a lot of moves have an easier time shield poking than others. I think we were talking about Lance's down air earlier, and then later Lance's forward air ended up shield poking. There's a really weird mechanic where we just overlook shields entirely. And it seems like this Byleth is kind of getting screwed over a little bit with that. I like the conversion. Didn't quite hit though.
Then he wants it.
He wants it. Ooh. Mixing up that DI.
And so does
nice.
Byleth, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah, 150. A fresh stock for Goomba. But the Nair taking him off stage. And that bomb should... What attack in this environment?
Yeah.
With 1 stock left for... it looks like nobody's updating the scoreboard. But right now it is 8-1 favoring BW. And the way that it looks, it might end that way.
Yeah, just a little bit of a lead, but such a versatile game, you can't really look at the percents and say you know who's gonna win. He wants that up B. He wants that up B on all 3 of these players who he's playing against.
I swear he heard you and was like, as you were saying. And now the up B misses the side B as somebody updates it. It is 8-1. Thank you, production. The air dodge. Oh, the side B.
Hit.
Yep.
You didn't even need the second.
I didn't even know that part killed. I'm so used to the 1-2.
Yeah. Very interesting. Well, a clean 8-0 by BW. Very good. Yeah, our team played very strong, and we didn't send in a lot of our players that I was expecting. I was expecting more Super Mario. I was expecting some Space Hippie. I know he came in today and he felt a little burnout. But I wasn't expecting them to have it on lock the way that they did.
Yeah, he felt so much burnout. He turned into a fiery and passionate coach and just sat in the back and watched.
No, because I know that's exactly what happened. He's like, yes.
Yeah, I heard him once F Smash connected. He said, "Woo!"
I'm gonna listen back to this stream and be like, oh, there he is.
But
There's my
yeah,
guy.
with that, BW moves to 1-0 in NACE. And yeah, BW also in Gleck dominating as well. Not as much as we want. That loss against Bethel, at least to me, just sitting in the chair, it stung for me. But yeah, the season's going pretty swimmingly for both teams and for a lot of teams here at Esports. Do you have any closing remarks?
Um, no, thank you for having me. I have a lot of fun commentating, and I think this team is super good to keep up with. So keep your eyes peeled for the BW Academy Smash team, and yeah.
Yeah, so for the next stream, it is going to be potentially either tomorrow or if not tomorrow, Smash is going to have a Valentine's Day special or day after Valentine's Day special called Gleck. Um, and yeah, they're going to be. Do you know who they're going to be taking on Saturday?
Not off the top of my head on. Oh no, it's SFU.
St. Francis.
Yes.
So yeah, you get to see BW take on St. Francis, and other than that, you will see the very first production of the Stinger SmackDown. So be prepared for both of those, and yeah, we will get you rolling. Once again, this was LT Barone joined by Bumps, and we will see you next time.